The British monarchy has long operated behind walls of tradition, discipline, and silence. For generations, the royal family survived scandals by following one famous principle: never complain, never explain. But in recent years, the institution has faced an entirely different kind of pressure, one driven not only by tabloids and television headlines, but by internet speculation, online investigations, and non-stop public scrutiny. At the center of that attention are Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, whose departure from royal duties transformed them into some of the most discussed public figures in the world. Around them, a growing network of commentators, royal biographers, critics, and supporters continue debating nearly every aspect of their public lives. Two names frequently mentioned in these conversations are Lady Colin Campbell and investigative author Tom Bower. Both have spent years writing and speaking critically about the Sussexes, often questioning the couple's media strategy, public statements, and relationship with the monarchy. Lady Colin Campbell, often referred to as Lady C, is known for her outspoken commentary on royal affairs and aristocratic culture. Tom Bower, meanwhile, built his reputation through investigative biographies examining controversial public figures. His writing style focuses heavily on interviews, archived material, and detailed timelines. Together, their commentary has fueled ongoing online discussions surrounding the Sussex family. One of the most controversial subjects raised by critics involves the secrecy surrounding the births of Archie and Lilibet. Online speculation exploded after some royal observers claimed official announcements used wording that differed slightly from previous royal birth statements. Supporters of the conspiracy theories argued that every word in royal communication carries legal importance. Critics pointed to phrases they believed sounded unusual compared to older palace announcements. However, no verified evidence has ever proven wrongdoing or constitutional misconduct. Many royal experts have also pushed back strongly against the speculation, explaining that modern palace communications often differ from historical traditions for practical and privacy-related reasons. Still, the internet continued dissecting every detail. Historically, royal births were handled with extraordinary public ceremony. Doctors' signatures were displayed publicly, announcements were carefully staged, and palace procedures followed long-established traditions. Critics argued that the Sussexes chose a far more private approach than previous generations of royals. Supporters defended that choice. They noted that Harry and Meghan repeatedly expressed concerns about media intrusion and wanted greater protection for their children from global publicity. Despite those explanations, online investigators continued examining photographs, interviews, public appearances, and timelines connected to Meghan's pregnancies. Certain clips and photos circulated heavily across social media, with critics claiming her movements or appearance looked unusual during pregnancy. Retired nurses, commentators, and internet personalities offered personal opinions analyzing those images. Medical experts and many journalists cautioned against drawing conclusions from edited clips and photographs alone. Pregnancy experiences vary dramatically between individuals, and camera angles, clothing, posture, and selective editing can create misleading impressions. Nevertheless, the speculation grew larger because every unanswered question seemed to encourage even more online theories. That atmosphere eventually turned legal discussions into part of the public conversation. The legal dimension of the Sussex controversy became one of the most discussed aspects of the debate. Critics repeatedly argued that if false claims were being spread publicly, lawsuits could potentially settle the matter. Lady Colin Campbell openly stated on multiple occasions that she was unafraid of legal action. Her comments were interpreted by many online observers as a challenge directed at Prince Harry and Meghan. According to legal commentators, a major lawsuit involving public allegations could trigger a process known as discovery. In legal systems such as those in the United States, discovery allows both sides to request documents, communications, and evidence considered relevant to the dispute. Because of that, internet commentators began speculating about what information could potentially become public if a major court battle ever occurred. However, legal experts also pointed out something important. Defamation cases involving celebrities are often incredibly complicated, expensive, and risky for everyone involved. Public figures frequently avoid lawsuits not because allegations are true, but because litigation can prolong controversy and generate even more headlines. The discussion intensified further because of Samantha Markle's legal dispute with Meghan in the United States. Samantha Markle, Meghan's half-sister, has publicly criticized the Duchess for years. Their strained relationship has produced interviews, media appearances, and legal filings that attracted major international attention. Online commentators began speculating that depositions connected to the case could potentially reveal new details about the Sussex family's public narrative. Supporters of Meghan dismissed many of those expectations as exaggerated internet fantasy. Critics argued the case represented an opportunity for difficult questions to finally be asked under oath. As anticipation around the legal proceedings increased, social media discussions became increasingly intense. Some people viewed the entire controversy as evidence that Harry and Meghan carefully managed public narratives while avoiding direct transparency. Others believed the couple were victims of an obsessive media environment determined to undermine them regardless of facts. The palace itself maintained near total silence. That silence became a major talking point. Critics interpreted it as strategic distancing. Supporters viewed it as a continuation of the monarchy's long-standing tradition of refusing to engage with rumor cycles. Meanwhile, Harry's complicated relationship with the media remained central to the story. For years, he has openly described the press as a destructive force in his life, particularly because of the treatment faced by his mother, Princess Diana. That history shaped his approach to privacy and public exposure. Supporters believe Harry's determination to protect his children from intense media attention explains the secrecy surrounding family matters. Critics argue the couple selectively embraces publicity when it benefits their personal brand. That tension between privacy and publicity has become one of the defining themes of the Sussex era. The financial side of the controversy also attracted enormous attention. Harry and Meghan built partnerships with major entertainment companies, including Netflix and Spotify, after stepping away from royal duties. Their public identity increasingly became connected to storytelling, documentary production, interviews, and personal narratives. Because of that, critics argued credibility became one of the couple's most valuable assets. Supporters countered that the couple's critics profit financially from controversy as well. Books, interviews, YouTube channels, podcasts, and royal commentary industries all benefit from keeping Sussex-related drama alive. In that sense, the conflict evolved beyond a simple family dispute. It became a global media ecosystem fueled by constant outrage, speculation, and public fascination. As speculation continued spreading online, broader constitutional questions became part of the discussion. Some royal commentators argued that the monarchy depends heavily on documentation, protocol, and tradition because royal succession involves legal and historical significance. That reality led critics to frame the Sussex controversies as larger than ordinary celebrity gossip. However, constitutional experts repeatedly emphasized that many of the dramatic claims circulating